So another really good horror film that's out that I think is flying under the radar is called A Desert. This is distributed by Yellow Veil Pictures, I believe, and I got to see it in the theater last night, but I believe it's had a pretty limited theatrical run, so you might have to wait for this to hit streaming to see it. I imagine Yellow Veil will put it out on Blu-ray and Shudder will pick up the streaming rights. That's just my guess, based on, I don't know, my omnipotent knowledge of these things, I guess, right? Essentially, this is a film about a photographer who wants to go back to his roots and essentially takes a trip out in the desert without a cell phone, without a GPS, and wants to just let inspiration take him wherever it may. He puts himself up in a kind of a shitty motel type thing, and then meets the next door neighbors who are sketchy as fuck in many different ways, and it kind of goes from there into a pretty psychedelic, pretty artsy, pretty slow burn type phantasmagoria of horrors. This is definitely on the artsier side, so if you're not into like slow burn films, this might not be for you, but if you're into disturbing, weird, fucked up shit like I am, you might like this one. I ended up really loving it. I think it's got a great distinctive visual style, really beautiful cinematography. There's clearly an emphasis on framing in these shots and in these sequences, which makes sense given that it's about a photographer, right? There's also really great performances in this. The plot goes in a lot of weird different directions. It's kind of like a strange mix of like, I don't know, maybe David Fincher with like Rob Zombie and David Lynch or something like that. I don't know, a lot of strange mishmash of influences going on here. But overall, I really dug it. I think it's pretty fucked up. I think it's a little bit inscrutable thematically. It took me a minute to kind of get together a theory about what I think the film is about. Not to spoil anything, but I think that this is a film about the dangers of nostalgia and about trying to recapture your youth, and I don't know. That's sort of what I got out of it, but that's kind of been my hobby horse as of late, so maybe I'm just bringing that to the text where it doesn't exist, but I think that that's a fairly fair read on the film itself, right? So yeah, if that's your kind of thing, see if it's playing near you. It's a directorial debut, which is pretty impressive because I think it's pretty confident and self-assured and really well made. So yeah, support indie horror films. Check this out, and it gets an 8 out of 10 from me.